we are going to do a quick overview on how to perform inventory in DST. From the main screen, click on Inventory. Then click Physical Inventory. Let's just quickly go over the different buttons and radials on the screen. In the top left here, you have Existing, which means you have existing inventory you want to look at. New, which you're creating a new inventory. The next box over, Inventory Type. So let's just start by clicking New. Am I sure? Yes. Inventory Type, do we want to do a specific brand? Do we want to do a group code? Cyclic? All, which means anything that you would have in your inventory file. All tires? All non-tire. So all tires is self-explanatory. All non-tire would be TPMS sensors, TPMS service kits, light bulbs, filters, etc. So let's select all tires. Now you can either sort by part number or sort by tire size. I prefer to sort by part number, which is also the default. Now we're going to select your employee number, the person starting it, and in the lower left hand corner here, we click on Create Inventory Count Snapshot, which will populate the fields here in the body of the inventory box. Other things we can do is print Inventory Count Snapshot. We hadn't updated anything, so that button's grayed out. So update inventory on-hand quantities, print the post-inventory report, or print the discrepancies only. So once I make changes in this column here, that's just the discrepancies. If I just want to see what was different from what was supposed to be there, I just print. I click that button there. Let's take a look at the inventory itself. We're going to print inventory count snapshot. Now this question here, click yes to print only items with on-hand quantity not equal to 0, or click no to print all stocking regardless of on-hand quantity and all non-stock with an on-hand quantity. Okay, so the second part sounds a little confusing. It's actually very simple. In the inventory file, there's a box. It says it's a stocking item or it's not a stocking item. If it's checked, or if it's marked as Y for yes, then it's a stocking item. If it's marked N for no, then it's a non-stocking item. If it's a non-stocking item and you have 4 on hand, then it would print. So we have it pretty dialed in. I can click no, so it'll show everything that I have and everything that I should have. So we're gonna click no so we can view this. Okay, so this is what the physical inventory check sheet looks like. You have a column on the far left-hand side that says actual count. Then you have on hand, the brand, which is the same as the line code, then your part number, a description, the tire size, cost, or average cost, and extended cost. So what we would do is we'd go down this sheet and obviously count the tires. So if we're looking for the 245 5519 Performer CXV Sport, I'm showing one on hand. I'd look in my in that section where the performers are at, and I'd find the one on hand and mark it down. And then go down the sheet and make my markings. Side note on this, there is an option so that way if let's say you're having a manager inventory that you're doing an audit with, there's an option to do what's called a blind physical inventory. So instead of showing the on hand here, it just would be blank. So they'd have to rely on the actual physical count, not say, well, okay, this part over here I see 2 of on the shelf, but we're showing 4, then they go search out those other 2 tires. Okay, once you're done with all the counts, which this is 9 pages here of all part numbers for tires, I go back into the POS system, click on inventory, physical inventory, and at the top of the page, you have an inventory ID. This inventory ID is 354. So what we're looking for is existing, and it should populate to the most recent inventory. So hopefully it hasn't been days since before you post, which I wouldn't recommend waiting any amount of time. Count your inventory, post it so that way nothing changes. So there's our 354, which matches our original printout of ID 354. Now we're going to click on post. Yes, I'm sure I want to do it. And then you take and I just use the down arrow, excuse me, and I modify whatever it is that I didn't find or that I did find. And you see here where it's populating, okay, well, I'm -4 here, -1 here, I'm +4 here. Okay, then I would just click update inventory on hand quantities. It would update your inventory. I'm not going to do that now because we actually have those tires in stock. And then I would print the discrepancies only. Change those back before I mess something up. Okay. That is a high-level view on counting tires. Now, if you wanted to do your filters, we go back into inventory, physical inventory. Let's just click on new again. Yes. We're going to go by brand. Now, we stock the Napa filters. So I would just select on, so I'm going to select brand. I'm going to find my brand for whatever filter it is. So Napa, and again, starting employee. And we're going to sort by part number. I don't know why sort by tire size is even available, but anyways, we sort by part number, create the snapshot. And here we go. Now we do the same thing. I print this out, and then we just go in and we fill in our columns on the left-hand side. And go back in, we post it.